everybody. Welcome to Friday Night Live, where I'm super excited to do actually a few fun projects with you. And I need to mute my phone. That's always a fun surprise. Oh my goodness, how are you doing? How's it going? Hope you had a great Friday night so far. Goodness gracious. Where's my live video when I need it? I'm just checking it out. Hi Sherry and Gail and Dawn Marie and Denise. Howdy, howdy. Let's see if I can grab my live and look at it with comments and everything. Okay, looks like I have it. There we go. I want it to be smaller. Okay, and let's see if we can find it on YouTube. I hope so. Happy Friday, Friday, Friday. So tonight we are having it's past 10 p.m. in Michigan, so whoop whoop. We are having a sip and ink party. Well, just you and me, so it constitutes a party, right? Sip and ink. Here we go. Let's see who's on YouTube. Laurel, hello. Howdy, howdy, girl. Okay. I think nope, I could do chat that way. Nope. You know, I love technology, but I also don't love that it is always changing and making me guess what I need to do. Like, be okay. All right, so here we go. Awesome, awesome. All right, it is like 10:05 and I'm on. Sorry, guys. What I want to do tonight, so here is the method to my madness. My son needed to bring, happy Friday, Brenda. Refill your glass, Lynn. It is time for a refill. Hi, Shirley. Hi, Shannon. My husband, or my son, my 5-year-old, needed to bring in one white t-shirt to school because they are tie-dyeing shirts. Fun project, but my husband, who went out to buy the shirts, of course knows that you can purchase white t-shirts in a multi-pack for a lot less than just purchasing one. So we've got extras, and they were like laying on the stair. Like, he took one out, put it in the backpack, and laid them on the stairs to go upstairs. And I was like, are those blank t-shirts? I'll take those because this girl's about to get creative. All right. So I have been wanting to use my superhero transfer set for a long, long time. And then I thought, well, I'll do a couple superhero shirts, and then why not do some fun other shirts? I have 4 of them, and they're just little bitty, you know, kindergartner size shirts. So that's what we're going to do tonight. We're going to play a little ink, drink a little wine, or whatever your favorite beverage is. Hi, Karen. Hi, Margaret. All right. Hi, Sue. Over in YouTube land. So let's do this and we'll get going. So first things first, we have to do our superhero, but I also have this really cute chill out. He loves ice cream, and don't grow up. It's a trap. So I think that would be cute, but we're gonna do superhero first. Because I feel like these will be really quick. Because our stuff is so easy. You know what I'm saying? So I need to figure out what I'm gonna use, and then we are definitely doing this. And then we could do superhero. Pow. I'm a superhero. Pow. Boom. Zap. A superhero. I'm not going to use a superhero lives here because it's a t-shirt. So I'll put that one away. And in my mind, I kind of think we're going to do one that's like plain. He's a very particular boy, might I add. So I think we'll do a couple. I don't think we'll use these. I think we're going to be good with maybe just those two. Superhero and the lightning bolt, and then the masked man. He loves, we love Batman in our house. Definitely. Margaritas. Oh, I wish I had margaritas. That would be so yummy, but I love my wine too. Don't you worry. Jackie, hello. Linda, almost 50, but I need to get the, oh, I know. It is. It's totally a trap, but I think it'll be cute for him to wear anyway. Awesome, awesome. So, one more sip. Then we will get down to business. All right, so first t-shirt. The first thing I'm going to do is grab one of my smaller ink mats and open up the t-shirt, and we're going to stick this in between the layers. I'm just going to go all the way up to kind of the neckline and spread this out a bit. Okay, that should be good. Now, his favorite color is blue. And if there isn't blue, we need to be mindful of what color we do use. All right, if this is the center, this needs to be over a little. Very good. Centering is my Achilles heel at times. Okay, that looks good. So I'm going to do this particular one in this midnight sky color because he loves blue. And I am doing this for him. Makes him happy. So we're going to do Midnight Sky, which is a nice blue. It's a dark blue, but it's not too dark. So he will get to enjoy the blueness of the Midnight Sky. And I think I'm actually going to use the Midnight Sky a couple times. We do have Forget Me Not, which is another blue color. And so we love that. See how easy this is? And the cool thing about fabric is you can see where you didn't hit. Like now I'm just going to smooth and remove the extra. So you just spread it out and then smooth and remove. And you'll notice that I didn't have to stir this ink because it is thoroughly mixed. All right, now, check my fingers, and nothing's on there. So now I'm gonna peel carefully and slowly because, as I've told you before, ink is thinner. If there's any loose ink droplets, it could be on there. All right. Isn't that awesome? It might not be centered, but he's a boy. I don't care. He doesn't care. It might not be centered. That's all right. Although, it's not bad. It'll be cool. All right, so this needs to dry a bit before, so we're not going to heat set it just yet. I want it to dry. Oh, good, and it actually didn't even bleed through. I have to be very careful. So I'm gonna kind of hold it like that with my hand, and I'm just going to dry it for a second while we chat. Hi, Maggie. How's it going? Hello, hello. I am just, we are drying the cool Batman shirt, or mask, superhero, sorry, who am I looking at? I don't know. And we want to get this dry before we heat set it. While I'm doing this, let me give you the instructions. It's hard to read because, there we go. So the fabric heat setting, if you are using a heat press, you'll just set it to the temperature. I use about 300 degrees, 305, and then I do it for 30 seconds on both sides. If you are using an iron, you're gonna wanna set it to the fabric setting that you're using. So this is a cotton, that was hot in my face. It's a cotton, oh, it's 100% cotton. So you go on the hottest setting, which is cotton, and then you iron it 4 minutes on each side, and that's it. So super easy. Hi, Patty. Yay, you did your unboxing. That's exciting. I think I saw that. Woohoo. That is so awesome. I know getting your kit is like a big deal. I remember when I got mine, I was so darn excited. Okay, so this is fairly dry. I'm gonna set it over here, and I'm gonna let it just kind of like air out a bit while we do our next one. Now, this is really good. No ink came through, so I'm gonna use this one again. Set my mask backer over here. This time we're gonna do a 2-step lightning bolt and then superhero kind of over top of it. So that should be fun. Okay. Ordered my kit mat. No, ordered my ink mat, but what can I substitute? Oh, you know, so truly, in the meantime, any barrier. And so like you could use, I don't know if you have a Cricut or something like that. You could use any kind of like sticky mat, but also cardboard. Like you could just put cardboard in there and use that, because you just don't want the ink to go through the fabric. The sticky mats just really are amazing. Works so well. I'm gonna remove this. And I wanna show you, I haven't been doing this because you know me, I'm always like, oh, it'll be fine. Everything is always fine. Everything is awesome, you know? Well, I'm gonna show you a couple tricks for doing the fabric. Again, I'm going to slide this up to the top and then kind of straighten this out. Oh my goodness. Straighten and talk, Sarah. Straighten and talk. Okay. Happy day. It's Friday. Must sneeze. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry. That's been me lately though, you know? Apparently allergies are high, sickness is high, sneezing is just a fact of life these days. I think this is a good place. I just want to make sure that Superhero will fit on here, and it will. And then let's make sure it's centered. If this is my center, see if the R is the center of this. Seven and a half, so perfect, perfect. So this will actually work. I won't have to move it, even though it's looks kind of funky to me. I'm gonna do this first, and I'm gonna do the lightning bolt in a, this is our kiwi color, but it's a bright green, almost like what shirt I'm wearing today. Shout out to my school where I teach for 13 more days. Oh. 13 more days till summer, until I don't even want to say it because it might not be true. Till I am done in the classroom. All right, let's do this. I'm just going to use the cap. If you tend to be a messy person, I want you to look at your hands all the time, wipe them, clean them, make sure the ink does not get on your hands because you'll touch the shirt. Also, if you tend to be a little bit messy, something that helps is painter's tape or taking our placement tape and adding a layer to the edges of your transfer. That way, if you accidentally go off your transfer a tiny bit, the tape will catch it. I'm gonna pretend to be a professional and not use the tape. Pretend. I'm gonna pretend. But there are many times when I must use the tape. So here we go. And there are many times when I completely mess it up because I think I'm professional and I'm really just a messy person. Or I splattered it and I didn't mean to, because ink is definitely, it's a thinner formula than chalk. It's not a paste. It's more liquidy than that. So I'm just really trying to get a thick coverage on here. And I'm also scraping, I'm smoothing and removing, and then putting it back into the container. My towel. Okay. Oh my goodness. Oh, what happened? So Tamara, this is a great question. How do you clean off your ink mat? So very carefully, because you don't want to scrub it because that adhesive will go away. I take it right to my sink and I run it under cool water. And then at most I rub it a little bit with my fingers just to like get that water, that color to wash off when it's wet. So this color is actually kiwi. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm layering. Shoot, I shouldn't have taken it off. FYI, we're just gonna leave it on here. Darn it. Ah, crud. I don't know what my problem is, but I accidentally took my mind off of what I was supposed to be doing. So I can't touch that. Can't touch this. Da, na, na, na. Just have another drink. Hi, Laurel. How you doing? Oh, no. Okay. Sue, heat presses. Let's talk heat presses. Couture does not carry a heat press, and so if you do own one, it would be from a different company, or if you purchase one, it would be from a different company. And the one that I actually own is like a 9x9 size, and I love it. It's perfect for almost everything I do. There are times when I would like a smaller one, and then I'm like, I can just use my iron, which is smaller. And there are times when it would be convenient to have a larger one, which is like a 12. I think there's a 12-inch size. Or then like the really giant professional ones, which are super expensive. So personally, I think mine is just right for me. And I like it a lot. Now, if you've noticed, I'm going right over this. So this is not dry. Your ink is like a funny character. It doesn't necessarily, you don't necessarily have to dry it completely. It will slightly stick to your transfer here, but not a lot. Not a lot. And it could pull up a little bit, but like I said, not a lot. Not enough to make me want to have to take it out, dry the whole thing, and then like put it back together and redo the second part. There are times when I would do that, and times when I know that I just don't have to. All right, now I'm smoothing and removing. The one thing I will do is I'm going to take this and I'm going to go over that part that is the double layer. And here's something else to keep in mind. Oh shoot. Oh no, never mind. So I'm drinking and inking. Not always the best combination. Okay. I'm going to smooth and remove here, but I want you to know I have 2 wet layers of ink now, 2 different colors. And because of that, it's going to take longer to dry. And I have a little bit of ink on there. Get that off. Now I'm going to remove here. Hello, Helen. Hi, Priscilla. Hi, Amy. Hi, Londa. Howdy, howdy. So look at this. It looks awesome, but I want to show you, because it was wet, you can see a little bit of that came off here, but not enough to where it's gonna make a difference. You can expect it to come off, but it's perfectly fine. It looks amazing. You cannot tell. And that's why I wanted to make sure I had a really nice, good layer on there before I added that second one. So this looks awesome. I need to pull this off in order to dry it. And I'm holding it up. Maybe a tiny bit of that green went through. And we're gonna do our best to spend time drying this before I heat set it. In fact, if it's not dry enough. I just won't heat set it tonight. I probably will be able to do one of them on air so you guys can see, but you know, this will be awesome. It's so cute. Easton's gonna love it. Oh, the ink mat is stuck to me. The ink mat. You don't want to dry it with your ink mat in there because your ink mat will kind of melt and shrivel a little. You don't want that to happen. Thank you, Londa. Thanks, Kelly. Hey, Kelly. Thank you, Helen. Yeah, I think it turned out really awesome. And it's one of the reasons I love playing with inks. I really, really love it. I'm going to do 2 more. One's going to go pretty fast, but I'm going to show you how to blend. You know, you can blend the inks too. So I'm going to show you that, and then I'll show you another one. I think I'm going to stop drying this just so that we can move on. Let me hold it up for you. Cute? I think it's super cute. Let me check on my other one. All right, my other one's almost dry, so I'll lay those over there. And these are just play shirts. He's gonna have them so dirty. He is like such a boy. Totally dirty. Like, what? Honey, your hands are dirty, go wash them. What? They're fine. No, he's my sick boy. Seriously. All looks good. I have a little bit of ink. Okay. Sick boy. I need a sip, guys. Everybody take a sip. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Monica. Thank you. I love those colors too. Try to pick out colors that I know Easton will approve of because goodness gracious. It could not be a girl color because we have never taught boy-girl colors ever. However, first day of preschool, and my Ryan, not my Easton, Ryan is my 9-year-old, 4-year-old preschool, goes to school, and his name tag is on his locker, and he looked at it. He was like finding his locker, and he looked at it, and he goes, "It's a girl color," and it was yellow. Like, it wasn't even, it just wasn't red or blue, and that's the thing. They're like so particular. But I digress. So, hi Nadia. Hello Kathy. Hey. What do you say? Happy Friday night. Happy weekend. Oh, happy 3-day weekend for me. I'm so excited. Let's do, what should I do? Let's do chill out. I have some fun colors for this. I was gonna do like a bomb pop. Do you guys know what those are? The like red, white, and blue. He loves those. But I couldn't do the white because it would be white on white. So I'm choosing to do these colors together, which I think will be really nice. Hi, Jeannie. Oh no, I am like the lazy crafter. I did not wash these, but I can wash them after. And that's, once they're heat set, I can throw them in the washer if I need to. It's my 4th child. Perhaps on my 1st child I would have pre-washed. And I'm being real. It's not just a thing. It's my 4th child. Like I just said, he'll eat the dirt on his hands. Like he makes me cringe. So let's put our chill out on here. This is him. Seriously, chill out. What? I dropped my ice cream on the ground. Pff, I'll eat it anyway. That's my kid. Won't eat his vegetables, but he'll eat other things that are inappropriate. Not gonna go any further. All right, so let's do this. I'm gonna try to be neat. My candy apple is brand new. You know what that means. It's one of it's one of our older lids, so I need to get in there and tear it away. Thank goodness that's not happening these days. We're getting new seals on everything. Oh my gosh, this is so hard. All I want to do is scrape this back in because it really is a lot, and I'm too... my husband is worn on me. I can't let it go to waste. Every little bit counts. This is so hard. I am not left-handed, and I'm holding it with my right hand, and I can't switch. I'm going to have to throw some of it away. This is really bothering me. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Oh, I have a story to tell you too. Holy buckets. Okay. Oh my gosh. So, you guys know, especially if you were on my live yesterday, not an outdoorsy person. I try to be a little bit to make my children and my husband happy. Although my girls aren't really outdoorsy either. They're probably like me. So I was getting out of my car today and I noticed that I felt something crawling on my arm. And, oh, this is new too. All right, well, here goes nothing. And I noticed something crawling on my arm, and I made a little squeal. I just had my boys with me. Made a little squeal, and I got it off, and it went onto the door, like the door of the car, you know, the handle of the car, the inside of the car, right? And my son's like, what is it? And I said, I think, like, I didn't want to say that I thought it was a spider because my one son is afraid of spiders. So I was like, it's just a bug. I don't know, but it's off. And of course they want to look at it. And I go, well, gosh, it could be a tick. You know, I'm not really sure. My son comes right up. He goes, Mom, that's a tick. Immediately, I am so grossed out. Never have I ever had a tick on my body or seen one in real life. If I'm such an idiot. If my students or my children have a tick, which where my school is happens almost daily in this weather. I don't deal with it. Someone else has to, because I'm such a wimp. Seriously, I'm such a wimp. But anyway, it freaked me out so bad that I had to text my husband, and my son ran into the kitchen to get like a tissue, and I'm trying to get it with a tissue, and I'm trying to smush it and kill it, and it keeps coming back to life. And my husband's like, they don't smush. Like, you're not going to smush this. So he's like, you're supposed to flush it down the toilet. Well, I didn't know. And so now it was dead on the floor of the garage. Now it's somewhere else. Probably in the garage. And my husband, oh, it'll show up again. This is what he does every time. It'll show up again. Thanks, honey. Appreciate it. Could just say probably one of the spiders just attacked it and ate it. I am seriously not cool with ticks. Oh my goodness. Oh, Jeannie, I'm efficient. I'm reading your comment now. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm just really super efficient to where you don't have to wash it first. So you can do this and then you can wash it and it's like no big deal. Oh my gosh. Lazy crafter. I don't really want that to be my claim to fame, but I am an efficient crafter. If I don't have to do something, I won't do it. I guess that's an okay thing to say. There is a possibility that there's some blue in my yellow, but we're just going to play it off. Totally fine. I do want my handle to be yellow. There we go. Okay, now the red. Ooh, I kind of want a smaller one. Smaller one. So, all right, and I'm gonna be honest, 100% honest. Are you ready? I did think about silver in place of white. I will say that I did. But I wasn't sure. He's picky. I'm not sure if he would like that. So, I thought I should burn the tick. So, then I said in my head, do not burn the tick in front of your children. So, I was a little bit, I don't want them to think, number one, that they could burn a tick or any other creature for that matter. Fire is just not something to play with, nor torture animals. So that's why I would flush it down the toilet, flush it down the drain, you know, whatever, first. But my immediate response was I should burn it because I could do it right there in the garage and not have to touch it. However, that didn't happen, and it is what it is. Okay, so we're making our little drip red. Okay, now, I'm pretty sure I smeared some of these colors, but it's gonna be good. He's 5. Oh my goodness. Why does that show? Yeah. I'm glad the tick won't survive in the garage, but I am a total wimp. I'm pretty sure the tick got out of the garage. Voila. Oh, you guys can't see. Move it up so you can see. It's pretty cute. My yellow does have a slight little bit, and up close you can see it says chill out. Oh no, what happened? You can see it says chill out. I really like these colors. I'm gonna pull this up. Okay, let's get this going. Burn, baby, burn. Oh, it did on this one go through. So you can see down here. So I'm not going to use this one again. I'm going to wash that before I use it. And I'm going to start drying this. And then we'll do our next one and try to blend a few colors. Oh, LOL. Oh my gosh. I think we all just do our best for real, Jeannie. There are times when I think ahead. I think it's the teacher in me. truly, I just wanted to, I would have done it and been like, you can never do this because you can't touch fire. But I didn't want them to think that I was torturing a bug or any other animal, because these days you just never know. What did you use to stick shirt on board? It is one of our ink mats. So our ink mats from Couture are sticky on one, they're plastic and then sticky on one side. And they're meant for fabric and they do amazing. They hold your shirt or your pillow or whatever you want. They hold it flat and wrinkle free. Guess what? See, I don't have to iron it either. It's super wrinkly, but that holds it nice and flat, and then it holds it in place so you can do this. If you don't have one, you can just use a piece of cardboard. That works really well. I'm gonna set this one aside. Oh gosh, I have ink on my hand, like a lot of it, because it went through. Where's my, I need some more wipes. Okay. Burn the tick. You've cried. Well, you know, so Vicky, here's the other thing. My niece has Lyme's disease, and we talked, like the boys and I talked about it to say why we have to kill it, why we have to get rid of it, why it's important, why it's not just like a spider or something or a bug or whatever. And we talked about it. So they do know that, and I am sure at school they've heard as well, because where we live, we do get a lot of ticks in the grass. Last shirt tonight. Now, I have all these colors open and I'm not sure what I want to do. I might open, I want to do like an ombre for this one. I need to grab my other ink mat. All these colors that you see on my ink mats are well loved and well used, and so not all the colors come off and they stain, so you'll see some color on here. Hold on. I need another sip of wine before we get going. Yes, Kelly, yes. They're awesome. We have, the ones I'm using are from our very long rectangular ones, ink mat, and you can cut them to size, but then we have a very large, like 17 by 17 one. No, ink stays wet. In fact, if you're not drying it with a dryer, you're gonna wanna let it sit for 24 hours to dry. So know that. Okay. Also, notice that I am not fuzzing my transfers. The reason why I'm not fuzzing my transfers is because you want them to stick to your fabric and you don't need to fuzz them because they will pull off no matter what. I think I'm going to do the light blue and the green and the dark blue for like an ombre. So I'll start at the top and I'll go down to about halfway into this other word. Okay, about halfway down. Then I will do my, oh, my navy blue. And I'm going to go up to a little bit in there. Ink does work differently than chalk, so just so you know. It stays wet, you have to dry it, you have to heat set it, and if you don't do all of those things, it's not going to be permanent like you want. Oops. Okay, I smeared all that. That's okay. I'm gonna wipe that off. Whoops. I gotta learn to swipe and wipe because that chalk or that ink will go back. Okay, so we've got some blended colors. Should be interesting to say the least. Who knows? This is my trial today. Who knows if it's gonna be good? So I am drying, I've done both with a hair dryer and a craft heater. I personally am using a craft heater right now. The reason why I use my craft heater when I'm doing a live is because I have the quiet craft heater. And so you're not going to hear it as loud as you would if it were a hair dryer. But when I do events, parties, ink nights, whatever, I always have several options, and most are hair dryers because a hair dryer is a drying agent. It is meant to dry, and that's what you want. You don't actually want or need heat to dry it. A heat gun or a heat tool or craft heater is meant to heat stuff. It's meant to, you know, set that embossing powder or whatever the other many things that you heat, your flocking or, you know, whatever you're using. So now I didn't tape this down and I do have a tiny spot, but I'm going to show it to you first. Can you see that tiny spot, right? Maybe you can't even see it, goodness. Right there, I can see it. Don't try washing it off. I have tried washing the tiniest spot and it bleeds all over the place. So just leave it or cover it up and put like something else there. I've covered up with like different images. For here, we're just gonna leave it because it's my kid's play shirt. It's a white shirt to begin with. And this definitely bled, so I will be washing that. I think it's this green color. Or maybe it's not because the yellow did too. So now I'm drying it. Hello, Beth. These are all for Easton. Did you get to see the other ones? This yellow is actually not yellow. This is the kiwi, the kiwi color. Midnight Sky and Forget Me Not. And I just did a little blending, like kind of an ombre. Right, I know. Like, I'm not even worried about it. Seriously. This is like a $1 shirt or $2 at max, right? All right, I'll show you all of them. And I will, so we did this one. I'm going to turn on my heat press. I say too much. I know this. It's a flaw. Beth, I did this one. These are all from Easton. This one's still kind of tacky. I did this one. You can see the yellow got a little bit of different colors in it, but again, I don't care. And then the one that will be his favorite most likely is this one. Just plain old Batman with a blue mask. Because we know how he is with blue. Okay, let's see. Awesome, awesome. Thank you, Laurel. All right. So my heater is heating up. So I'm going to keep drying this one. And like when you have a hair dryer, oh my gosh, it goes so much faster. And you can like throw it down here, heat the back of it, heat the front, or dry it, I mean. Do the same thing here. Throw it in there. Try to make sure that that gets really dry. Most of it's dry. I'll do my Batman mask and the other one. We'll show you how to make it really set. Thanks, Joyce. Thank you, thank you. Oh, Kelly. T-shirts. I know, like seriously. And so not just t-shirts. Any fabric. You can make your own custom hats. You can use our alphabet fonts. You can use the ink. Have you guys seen the ink on glass and metal, those types of things? Coffee mugs, wine glasses, all of that stuff. All right, so I'm setting these. Hold on, this one needs to hang out over there. I'm gonna grab a mat. I'm gonna show you a couple things. Okay, so this little mat is gonna be down there. And then I have this. And I'm gonna pop, well, I got a flower stuck to it. If that tells you anything about how neat my craft area is, or my creation area. All right. These mats are not expensive. They're just a, oh, shoot. Okay. Now I'm gonna set it right on my design and go for 30 seconds. It's awesome. So they're not special shirts. They're literally like Fruit of the Loom, a 5-pack of t-shirts. I told this story earlier. My husband went out and got t-shirts. My son needed one for his classroom because they're tie-dyeing shirts in class. And he only needed one. But he bought a 5-pack because they're, you know, that's the way they were sold. So he went ahead and just got the 5-pack. He goes, I don't know what we're doing with the rest of them. I'm like, hand them over. We're going to be creative with them. I have been wanting to grab some shirts for him because I've been wanting to do these superhero shirts. So I'm very excited that we have them. So now I turn it inside out and I'm gonna do the back. Same thing, same amount of time. If you're using an iron, 4 minutes all over, 4 minutes like this. It's a long time, but just do it. It's the direction. Holy cow, I forgot the parchment paper. What? I have it right here. Don't look. I made a mistake. Sue, you're the best. I appreciate it. There are times when people can save me from making mistakes. Thankfully, nothing, it was definitely not wet and it didn't get burned or anything like that. But you are, parchment paper goes between your image and the machine. Oh my gosh, okay. I'm telling you, okay. So this is done. This feels good. And voila, fun. All right, so I'm gonna set this aside and do the other ones with parchment paper because that's what you're supposed to do. Let's do this one next. Goodness. Leave it to me. I need an assistant, that's why. Yeah, you all. Where's your parchment? We all know this. Why don't you? I know. Good gravy. So I didn't ruin it. Thank heavens. I reuse this parchment paper over and over. That's why it's kind of like discolored. I knew there was something missing, but it worked okay. Definitely parchment paper is your best thing for your, that's what I'm going to do, have more wine. Good advice. It's only one glass too, seriously. Seriously, Sarah, what's your problem? It's the wine for sure. But I deserved it. I told myself, you deserve wine. Self, you deserve wine. That's what I said. I haven't had wine for a long time. Oh. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. So on your next like little trip with your family, you can make matching shirts. You can put your name on the back of a shirt. Like if you ever get like a shirt like this that's for my school, I could put Mrs. PG on the back and that would be cool. Well, I don't have this totally, but I have this color, which would kind of look good on the back. Nobody would really know. Dawn Marie, another learning night. Learn that wine and ink don't mix. Hi, Laura. All right. All right. Something is up with my cord. Usually it like does everything I want it to do and I don't have issues. Okay, let's look at our second done shirt in a matter of less than an hour. It's almost been an hour, not quite. Beauty. Chill out, man. Okay, there's two. Feels like it's dry enough. Dry. Okay, this heat thing is making me hot. Oh, where is that the wine? I don't really know. Could be a little bit of both. Good gravy. Okay. There we go. Your ink was too runny. So, too runny for fabric or too runny for like a glass or a solid surface? That I could see, but not for fabric. I wouldn't think that it was too runny. The difference between ink and chalk, ink soaks into that fabric. And it really is fabric ink, by the way. But I like to say that we push the limits on things. And so we creatively try things that aren't always necessarily recommended, and then we figure out how to do it, and then it works. You know what I'm saying? So if it's too runny, something you could try is to let it set out for a couple hours and see if any of that moisture will evaporate. But I don't know. I suppose that could work. But you don't really want it to dry because it dries solid. But I don't know. It might work. It ran? Oh, what? I'm sorry. You may want to call support services to say that my ink was so runny and take pictures of what it did, and even show, like you could even take a little cute shirt 3. We are just at 1 hour right now, and I did a lot of talking beforehand. So 4 shirts in an hour, it's not bad. I'm going to give this one more shot with the dryer on this side and then on here. Oh, Shannon, that stinks so much. What color of ink was it? Just curious. And then my next question is, was your transfer used or brand new? Because if we've used a transfer multiple times and it isn't as sticky, black, yeah. So I think the black can tends to be slightly thinner. Brand new. Okay, that'll do it for you. That was probably too thin. Bummer. That means it spread in the shirt, you know, below the transfer. Check it out. I love this one, the layers. I would call, Shannon, I would call designer services and I would say either, this is what happened, is it faulty? It shouldn't do that, right? And then they will either tell you what you can do to fix it or possibly send you a new one. Do you have other colors besides black? Because you can try it with another color. Use that same ruined shirt to the fabric of that shirt to try a different color. That way you won't ruin it again, right? Okay. All done. Well, I want to check this one and make sure because double layers, sometimes you need to do it, hit it a couple more times. Oh, I think it's good. Looks good. All right, let me show you this one. I'm gonna turn off my heat press. There we go. So we have 4 adorable brand new shirts for my little man. Let me take that off. See, 4 cute shirts that we did in 1 hour. 1 hour, did them all. That's awesome. and we used 2 different transfers. These are the cute little 5x7s, and this is the superhero transfer. All available in my shop online. Okay, awesome. Let me see if I have any more questions. Yorkie climbed on the counter and knocked my air. Oh, man. Apparently I can't gasp for air or I start dying. Okay. I would ask designer services before adding cornstarch. I know that I've heard that passed around, but I've never confirmed it with the art department. So I would definitely ask beforehand. That is just me because I am such a rule follower, and I would hate to add anything that is not recommended, because we heard people telling us to add certain things to chalk paste, and I was like, I don't know. You just never know. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, you guys, let's do this. If you are not inside my customer group and you are interested, I did an awesome live last night with our chalk box kit that we're doing this month, and there is a special inside my group. When you purchase that, there is a special in there, so you want to get in there. If you are interested or curious about what it's like to be a designer, or what it takes, or how you can make some money, whatever it is, whatever you want, you can type the word or comment the word join, and I'll get you a link for that. And then, of course, if you haven't heard about our club, right now we're having exclusive sale on our website for our club members. So if you haven't heard about the club, it's only $19.99 a month, and you get an awesome project kit every month, free shipping. So that's the cool thing. Go ahead and type in club, and then I'll get you that information. So all of that, I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your Friday night, which is, for me, only like 49 more minutes. But for you guys, you may have more time if you're on the West Coast. Shannon, don't be afraid. Do what I said and take that ruined shirt if you still have it and try it, or take an old cloth or something and try it. Designers cannot buy chalk boxes at all. They're only available on the customer facing website. So you have to be a customer to buy those. Let me know if you guys have any questions at any time. Hope you have an amazing night. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you back here again soon, hopefully this weekend.